Hi, Tea Society. Welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we are getting into some more Tower of God Season 2, Episode 17. I'm assuming we're going to be getting into the beginning of the workshop battles and everything because everyone who needs to be up on the ship is up on the ship. And because of that, we're starting to get people being like, hang on, who actually is here for this workshop battle? And there's going to be some interesting moments as people work through who is actually here and who isn't. But if nothing else, we're going to get off-brand Daft Punk, so that's fun. In 3, 2, 1, go. Dear. Cute. The reflection in the eyes is just like cool every time they do it. And I know that it's like not that big of a deal, but my brain is still like, cool way of framing that shot. With some like Hans Zimmer music cues. See? Off-brand Daft Punk. Wow, you're standing very rigid. I mean, I guess that would be like lots of people showing up because there's like a Slayer nominee, there's like, yeah, and like a Princess of Jihad, some great families. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of spectacle, which is totally not messed up and dystopian. The fact that they're like, oh, it's impossible not to make money because there's like so many big names here. There's always need for concern. Anytime someone's like, don't worry about it at any point in Tower of God, I'm like, definitely worry about it. Don't trust you. You look like Penguin's stepfather or like grandfather from Batman, so I don't trust you at all. See, like anyone with spiked teeth, like nothing against anyone who might have that in their real life, but in an anime, I'm like, you're evil. Are you surprised that a businessman is associated with sketchy individuals? Because I just assume. The way that the voice changed, the voice actors are having so much fun with the series. And I love how they were having so much fun with the delivery, right? Like, was very, like, almost like caricature. And then there, while they're talking, well, it's just the two of them, you hear a shift in the tone. So much fun. If nothing else, I love how much fun the voice actors are having for everything else that's going on with the series. Whew, I'm starting to feel it. And it makes me sad because we're getting into some of my favorite stuff. And I'm like, oh. Unless maybe I can hold out like a kernel of hope that maybe at the end of the season we'll see an uptick. Maybe. Let me have this, okay? I need something. It's just a shame. I wish that they, because the thing too is like right before I feel like the animation started to go out a bit, is they were adding in some horror elements, and I really loved that. Right, like when they introduced like Emily and like the sound design and the like glitching of the camera and everything, and just like some of the angles and stuff that they were using for the shots. I'm like, I would have loved for you to add in some more of that into how it's adapted, because I feel like you have a little bit more room for that, right? Because you can kind of have the jump cuts, you can have the sound design, you can have the voice acting, you can have the music cues, right? Like you can have all of that in there to help with something like a horror element into it. Alas, here we are. I mean, all things considering. I mean, and Dorsey's always up to something. I've yet to get to a part of the story where she's like off doing something. I'm like, girl. I love how they're like, you're amazing. And she's like, I have no idea what happened. I just sort of ended up here. Nope. It's just his emo persona. Oh, it's complicated. That shift too of like her being like, yeah, of course I could talk to you, like the persona, and then her being like, no, I'm done. See, like that shot was so good. Like that was such a good reveal of that to go from like this very like in control that she was before that to the look in her eyes of just like shock, right? No, definitely don't run at her. Okay. I was like, ooh, do not give them personal space. I think you need to go outside more. I'm just saying. Like maybe talk to some more people that are, in person. I say this as an introvert, okay? I don't like going outside. I don't like talking to people in person. But even I understand that you need to have like at least a couple of real people relationships, right? Ah! So angry. Oh, he does bite. Hey, I also can't remember people's names. I don't judge him. No, he is Rock. Yeah. He's just like, cool, I can't deal with the craziness that's happening right now. The change to like a serious tone here too. Gotta get the team back together. Ugh, I love that their friendship. Yeah, they've been all the way from floor two. They're part of the team. They're crazy, but we love them. From a distance, from a safe distance. I wasn't ready for the chaos. See, like, it could have been so much cooler to see Kun get thrown, right? Like, and then they just didn't animate it. I love the fight, fight. Like vibe that those two have. Fine, he figures it out. Just takes him a while. He's just going through like a journey of the soul, you know what I mean? Yeah, no one gets under his skin quite like Rock. Okay, he gets better. Doesn't like being called awkward. He's like, no, I'm in control. Oof. Don't trust that smile. Oh, his snacks. See, he was just a little hangry, okay? He feels better now. I was gonna say, we need to give him a banana, and then he'll be easier to deal with. He's offering you a snack. Oh, my sweet boy. He is always ready to pick a fight. Yeah, no one else will get it, right? Like, no one gets the joy that Rock feels at learning that Bomb is alive, except Kun. Yep, there's a bond. The original three, let's go. See, he took the snack. Friends. Besties. I do like the framing there with like you just see his smile. I believe it. How we doing? Recovering. Oh right, we gotta get the special weapon, right? I hate that this is the way that they're standing beside each other. The wings should be on the outside. It's fine. It's not fine, but it does bother me. Right. Sophia. Hey, boys can cry as much as they want to, okay? Process your feelings. Oh, what's we darling? Ugh, sorry. Dislike her so much. Look who entered. God, they're not gonna do you any justice, are they? The budget's gone. Anticlimactic. I understand that we're like saving it, right? We can't know about beta yet. I don't know if I call him shy. Yep. Look, for all of her like smiles or whatever, she does continue to experiment on children, which I feel like you're gonna have to work real hard if you want me to forgive that. Right? Like, we know what beta is like. I'm like, she let that happen. She was part of that, right? Also the Emily of it all. See, okay, she's the same detailing around her eyes as Kunda when he's like, I'm gonna be even more underhanded than Fook, and I'm like, don't trust it. Ah! Sorry, speaking of characters showing up. Oh, they're not gonna do him justice either. Oh, I'm so sad. This is when all of the cool people show up in the series. They're gonna look potato. Wow, that becomes a theme of please help me against the families. And I'm like, woof, we deal with that again. Yeah, she does like to get paid. She'll go on strike otherwise. I don't know if that means nothing bad happened to her. It's complicated. Oof, another theme. Stepping on other people to get to where you want. Little game. A cute pie. Wow, where could he be? He's hiding himself so well. So I remember the whole, it's like a capture the flag. I was gonna say we're gonna get to some intense stuff, but I'm like, I don't know how it'll translate. In the webtoon, it was intense. I feel like that's like every game though. It's like, hey, it is both a team game, but also you're pretty much out for yourself. Oh, they're so cute. Except not actually, because we're getting to the end of the episode, but cliffhangers. Oh, it's complicated. Oh, yeah. Scary. I love that she got to be scary for this part of the story, though. Because she spent so much of the story being kind of like just like this little kid character, and then we get the crazy like scary storyline with her, which is so fun. I feel like this episode did make me as sad like while watching it because it isn't super action heavy, right? Like it's a lot of setting up what's going to be happening in the workshop battles, right? Like we're officially getting into it. So it wasn't like watching some weird scenes. So I'm like, I remember this having more impact, but it does make me sad as some of the characters are coming in and I'm like, oh, we're not going to get to see you be cool. Like not getting to see like Beta with cool animation is gonna make me so sad because again his fighting style is just so cool because it's so brutal, right? Like he is just will throw absolutely everything at whoever is in his way, does not care. So it looks so cool in the comic because there's just something so like chaotic about the way that he fights that I feel like it's just not going to come off on this. I think one of my things though with the animation at this point that I've noticed is just like some of the framing of the shots is weird. I don't want to complain about just the animation, but I'm like some of the framing of the shots is weird where I'm like I don't even know what I'm looking at. And I think that's part of the issue too, is that it feels like they're placing the camera weird in the scene. But like I said, I love how much fun the voice actors are having. I think that having what Io and Funk, right, as like the hosts, they're having so much fun with the voice acting, and I think that adds so much personality to this whole series. Like them in general with their like little commentary of the speech bubbles while going through the webtoon was already fun, but they have such a sinister like undertone to them that I think that having the voice actors that are like putting in so much character into their voices is like adding to how much fun like their kind of commentary is on a lot of this, in like direct contrast to some of the like sinister underbelly of everything that's happening, right? Whether that's like the experiments in Emily, but also the business side of things and Fook getting involved in like how the whole thing functions and all of that, right? So there's so many like undercurrents to the workshop battles that I think having such like over the top caricature announcers is such like stark contrast that it's just a lot of fun. And like I was saying, I really wish that they had been able to carry some of those like horror elements in, and maybe we'll get some more of that again, but I really liked having some of that. And I think that having characters like Beta and then Emily and bringing in a bunch of the characters that we're going to be getting into as the story goes on with the workshop battles, I think that it would be so much fun to have some more of those scary elements mixed into it and like the way that the storytelling works. And I think that you could have had so much fun with that, but here we are. Who knows, what ifs and maybes, but I'm still having some fun, especially once we get like Rock and Kun. And I know that we're getting to the point where we have like Bomb and Rock, and it's gonna make my heart so happy. So I'm looking forward to getting to some of the stuff as we get like more of the season 1 characters showing up in the story. But I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this playlist to go into my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to me next time I post Tower of God reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.